Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. I just flew into Italy and we are going on a European tour on behalf of Deutz Fahr tractors and PFG USA. So I got here yesterday, my suitcase did not show up, but we're going to make the best of it and hope it gets here, catches up to us. We're going to start out in Italy. We're going to go to the Deutz Fahr factory. We're going to tour that factory. We're going to work our way up through Germany and end up at Agritechnica. First things first, I flew from Atlanta all the way over to Milan, Italy. It was approximately an 8.5 hour flight. Left Atlanta on Saturday evening and got over here Sunday morning. This video has. Let's check out the bus first. This is a double-decker bus. We can see out, but you can't see in, and there's going to be about 40 of us in here touring across this over the next 7 days. All right, we have arrived at the factory here in Treviglio, Italy, where the 4-cylinder Deutz Fahr tractors are built. So we're going to go check this place out. On this trip is a few of my co-workers and a lot of the top-selling Deutz dealers in the USA. All right, we're going to go check out the museum here. I was in here last year, and there's an older video of this, but let's walk around because this is a new video. And since my suitcase didn't make it, I had to do a little shopping. Luckily, there was a mall nearby, and I picked up a fine Adidas tracksuit. My suitcase is supposed to be here in 3 days. Apparently, it's still sitting at the airport in Atlanta, Georgia. This is going to be a pretty long video. We're going to tour around the museum here. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing. Then we're going on a factory tour. We're going to have lunch here. Then we are going to a Deutz dealer not too far away from here, and then we will keep moving on down the road to the next stop. Under the SDF group, there is 4 brands of tractors that are built here. There is the Deutz Fahr, the Hurleyman, the Lamborghini, and the Sami brands, all built right here. All part of the same group, same company. Currently, we are only importing Deutz Fahr tractors to the USA. Some of the other brands, such as Lamborghini or Sami, which is spelled S-A-M-E, same, you have seen in the USA in years past, but like I said, right now, strictly just Deutz Fahr. These other brands are mostly for other markets across the world. But let's buzz around here and have a look at everything in this museum. And let's have a look from the other side. Now coming up here, you'll see a crawler. So Deutz still does offer a crawler tractor with steel or rubber tracks.
Because we had a DS, we had 160 two-wheel drive on the shop, needed a clutch, and we already used the microfiche to come up with. not a champagne.
All right, we are heading into the factory for a tour, so there's no video allowed in here, so this is it. The factory tour is over. Like I said, no cameras allowed in the factory. Rolls are rolls, so I didn't try to sneak anything. But once we got outside, here is a four-wheel steer, all-wheel steer orchard vineyard tractor. We'll check this thing out real quick. I'm not sure if these are going to be available in the USA or not, but I guess time will tell. And if they are, I'll do a video then. Some of the many tractors that are built and ready to ship. We're now going to head back inside, eat lunch, and then we are going to a farm equipment dealership in Italy. All right, now we are touring a dealership here in Italy. I was here a year ago, but let's go check this place out. Definitely a lot of different implements we do not see in the USA.
What a rig.
All right, let's head inside. Toy tractors, and I'm a guy that likes toy tractors. I need to get one of these Deutz Fahr combines home. Now we'll head out into this gigantic showroom that is just packed full of new tractors. This is actually pretty amazing, thinking about this going to a dealer and all these tractors are parked inside to look at. And some used ones outside. I'm not sure if these are trade-ins or they're in here for service, but anyways, some different tractors we don't get to see every day. Here's a little better look at the showroom with no people in the way. This is just amazing, all these tractors here under roof to come to a dealership and look at them. Now you may see some different model numbers and stuff in here that you do not see in the USA, or some different configurations of tractors. Deutz Fahr does offer a wide range of different size tractors and models. We just don't bring them all over to the USA for no particular reason. We just kind of bring over what matches up well that we can sell. Different markets in different parts of the world, require different models. I think Deutz Fahr builds and sells around 40,000 tractors worldwide per year. All right, I hear a tractor down the road here from the dealership. Looks like there's someone down here plowing, and I think it's a Lamborghini. So I do not have any Lamborghini videos on my YouTube channel, so hopefully this guy will let me video him. Well, maybe he's chisel plowing or something, but here he comes. This guy's probably thinking, who's this weirdo with the camera? Must be a city slicker of some sorts. And the manager of this dealership wanted a group picture with the bus and one of his tractors in the background here, so we got our whole group together and lined up for the photo. This is him. And here's the group photo he posted on his Instagram. We then loaded everybody on the bus and we went to Beluga Farm, which was a few hours away. Now, we were here in November, so the days were short. We got to the farm in the dark, but here's our farm tour. We are doing an evening farm visit here, so let's go check this place out. Obviously, this is a cattle farm. They're raising cattle for beef, but it's my understanding in Italy, it's against the law. They're not allowed to castrate the bull, so they're raising all these bulls strictly for beef. Also, if you notice, the floors are graded here, so they are turning this manure into methane through that process. That whole system was out back. We got to see that. Of course, it was dark here. The days are short, so would have liked to seen this farm in the daylight sometime, so hopefully I make it back here someday. But I'm just showing you what we could see here on the few barns that we got to tour where they turned the lights on.
Buono questo qua, il buono sopra, guarda, guarda che meglio piano.
Now let's head in and take a look at their meat shop.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah. Yes, it is. After the farm tour, we loaded back up on the bus and we stopped at a dinner they had planned for us. So this was a paving company here in Italy that has a couple Deutz tractors. We're going to have dinner here, then we're going to load back up and head to the hotel. Let's go in and have a look. I'm not really into cars that much, but I understand these are some pretty fancy sports cars, so we might as well walk around them and include them in the video. And before we knew it, the party was over and we were on the bus headed back to the hotel. And we have another big day planned tomorrow. All right, this is my last night in Italy. We are now heading towards Austria, where we're going to spend the night. Then we're going to jump up to Germany. Here we go. And the bus just wheeled into a service plaza here for a morning bathroom break, or as they would call it here, the toilet or the water closet. We are in Austria and it is lunchtime, so I don't know where we're going, but we're going to get some lunch. We're currently in Innsbruck, Austria. Like I said, we're going to have lunch here at a restaurant, and then we are going to do a city tour of Innsbruck, so this should be pretty interesting. I've been to Austria before, just not here. Lunch was pretty good. I forgot to show what we had. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but we're going to go about our tour of the city of Innsbruck right now. Come tag along.
Government, yeah? And you see four pilasters. All this.
Wow, they even have city chickens over here.
Each child here has a couple legends. Often to explain the existence of mountains, there are legends.
And while we were here, they were just gearing up for their Christmas market. And that's going to do it for our tour here in Innsbruck, Austria. We're now going to load up on the bus and head to our hotel room in Salzburg, Austria for the night. Well, we made it to the hotel in Salzburg, Austria, and I have some really good news. My suitcase showed up. That changes everything. This is great. I've never lost my luggage going somewhere. I have coming home, but then going to another country, so I don't know. That thing did a lot of traveling, but it's here, and I'm happy. Now let's go eat supper. After another good night's sleep and having my fresh change of clothes in my suitcase, I'm down for breakfast here. So here's just a couple looks outside the hotel breakfast room of Salzburg, Austria. We're going to load up here, and then we are heading up to the Deutz factory up in Lauington, Germany, where all the 6-cylinder Deutz tractors are built. And it's time to load back up, and it's good to be pushing a suitcase out here this time. All right, we made it to the Deutz Fahr arena. Let's go check this place out. Factory across the road. And we'll go in the front door. I don't know if anyone remembers this from last year's video, but it's a awesome place. And some goulash and potatoes with some vegetables for lunch. As soon as we was done eating lunch, we was able to look around the showroom and the museum here, watch a movie, and then we're going on a factory tour. But hey, they got some combines here this year, so let's go down here and check out these Deutz Fahr combines and some of the other equipment. Deutz Fahr does not build a real big combine, and these are sold in Europe. I don't think there's any plans to bring these over to the USA, but I'd sure like to get over here sometime and see one of these in action for a future YouTube video. Yeah, it's a good idea. We'll climb this ladder holding the camera and see if we can get inside the cab and take a peek. And it's locked. Yeah, the old C6305 TC Combine with the Deutz Fahr DH540R header. I really want to see one of these in action. Let's head over to the museum area. We're going to watch a movie, look around the museum some, and then we'll head over to the factory tour.
In Berlin, and then in 1995 they split it Deutz Fahr as the agricultural brand of this holding, and it was sold.
actually cranks.
I think so. You were a crank. We're now heading across the road over to the factory for a factory tour. There is no pictures or video allowed. Now, I was here last year and they did let me shoot some video inside the final runoff line over here. If you've not seen that video, I'll try to remember to put the link to it at the end of this one, but you can at least see the inside of the 6-cylinder factory. It's a really nice factory. I wish I could have included it in this video, but hey, rolls are rolls. And now we are back over here in the showroom. We're going to look around here a little bit, load up on the bus, and we are headed to Stuttgart, Germany for the night. And here's something we don't see in the USA. So the hitches on these tractors, there's a sliding hitch that's adjustable. So over here on a lot of the balers and stuff, they actually run the hitch above the PTO like you see right here. Well, looky there. There's even a Deutz Fahr combine loaded up on a lorry. Now it's time to get back on the bus and head to Stuttgart. We got to Stuttgart and ate dinner here at this restaurant. I'm not even going to try to say that name. But anyways, it was pretty good. We had pork knuckle and really liked it. Had this big pig outside to look at. So yeah, it was a pretty cool place. They served us well. And then we are heading back over and we're going to stay at the Porsche Hotel. Here's a look at what we had. This was just pretty darn good. Here's a look from the elevator of the hotel we stayed at. So it was a pretty neat town. There was a lot of vineyards and stuff around here. And I have never seen internet so fast. While I was staying at this hotel, I uploaded a video to YouTube that was like 4 gig. And I'm serious, it uploaded it in like just a few minutes. Had a good night here in Stuttgart. We're going to load up on the bus. We're going to do a city tour of Stuttgart and learn a little history. So I got some video of us walking around Stuttgart, some World War II history, a lot of good stuff here. So come along. And here's a look at Tourist Mike.
I'm not kidding, yeah, because this is a part that is a sheet metal material and it was initially on top of the roof of the Opera House. Yeah? We had in June 2021, we had a thunderstorm, yeah, a thunderstorm that was fidelity, that is when you get a new king and he starts his work So it needs the fidelity and the square of the estates of the country.
Kann irgendjemand im Hochschulen?
Stuttgart, Württemberg, and they need to be in a Catholic country. But we are Protestant here. There's more Protestant.
The next couple minutes is just going to be some random pictures I took around Stuttgart. Now look right here carefully. Those holes you see right there, that's actually bullet marks from World War II on some of these buildings right here in this area. Overall, the city tour of Stuttgart was pretty interesting. Got to see a lot of neat things, and you're going to see that through the next couple minutes here of these pictures. Each picture is going to be about 3 seconds a piece, as you see. They were setting up the markets. I was here in November, the week before USA Thanksgiving. Just a little late getting this video out here because it's had a lot of stuff to go through. But anyways, enjoy. We walked through this market, so there was a lot of different foods, candies, and stuff to look at that you're going to see here. And then we're going to have lunch here in Stuttgart. We're going to load back up on the bus, and we're going to make our way over to Hanover and go to Agritechnica tomorrow. And we are having goulash again for lunch. We have now made it to Hanover. We're going to get checked in the hotel here, get a good night's sleep, load back up on the bus, and head to Agritechnica.
Here we are at Agritechnica. That's why we're both just a little worried.
Taking the old bus into the Agritechnica show. We got some people on the bus that are impatient. All right, everyone, I am in Hanover, Germany, and I am about to attend the Agritechnica show. I've never been to the show before, so let's go check it out. This show is over 20 buildings of farm machinery. So the bus brought us around, dropped us off where Deutz Fahr is. So we're going to start out in this building, and then we're going to work our way around and hopefully get all this covered in one day.
Ach genau, das hätte ich mal noch vergessen. Das Bild sieht nicht schön aus, das will ich nochmal gewinnen. Genau, also das Bild, was da am Reifen steht, kann man gewinnen. Die Gewinnspielbedingungen stehen da auf der Tafel hinter euch. Ja, gerne mitmachen. Also wer ein wirklich hochwertiges Bild haben will, richtig qualitativ, am besten damit mal ein Fahrzeug machen. Ja, pass auf, bei dir. Es gibt 2 Video und 10 Bilder.
Es ist auch überfüllt.
Here's a map of the show, so it looks like there's a total of 27 buildings here, so I have a lot of ground to cover today. There's a lot of neat equipment at this show. There's just a lot of companies, names, types of equipment we'll probably never see in the USA. It's amazing, the agriculture over here. Anyways, I'm just going to walk around the show with the camera, so come along and see what I see. And they must still do quite a bit of moldboard plowing over here, because there was a lot of plows at this show. Let's check out the Stoll loader booth. So Stoll builds the majority of the loaders that we use on the Deutz Fahr tractors in North America. At this show, Stoll was introducing their new Isobus loader. So with this Isobus control, the operator will be able to go into his tractor monitor and fine-tune each setting on this loader. If you want your lift faster or slower, your bucket dump faster, slower, whatever, you can go in and fine-tune each one to your liking. They're also showing off this new tractor loader, which is an extended loader boom, kind of like a telehandler, but for a farm tractor loader. Should be pretty neat. I can see where this would have its place for stacking bales and stuff like that. Here's a look at that. This year at the show, New Holland introduced the new CR11 Combine. This drew quite a bit of attention. There was a lot of talk about this leading up to the show, and once the show started, pictures were floating around everywhere. So here is a look at it.
Also in Holland habe ich ja gefragt, wir haben die goldene und 3 silberne.
And the Nexat Combine was on display here at Agritechnica, so we'll walk around and check it out.
jeden Tag extremen Herausforderungen. Sie stehen vor laufend neuen Anforderungen von Wirtschaft und Gesellschaft. Und das alles mit unkontrollierbaren Umweltbedingungen. Sie ernähren die wachsende Weltbevölkerung und verbessern gleichzeitig die Lebensmittelsicherheit, Vielfalt und Effizienz. Darin sind sie unschlagbar. Sie halten die Räder der Gesellschaft am Laufen, egal was kommt. Darin sind sie hartnäckig. Sie
camera. So it's stereoscopic picture only with a grip.
Does anyone remember when these flail or green choppers used to be popular in the U.S.? I didn't even know anybody was still making one, but they must still use them over here somewhere. And a tractor front-mounted forage harvester. And this entire building right here was dedicated to nothing but potato and sugar beet equipment.
Maps erhöhen, verstellbare Tacken.
Now over in another building where Crone is, so let's walk around here and check out their stuff. Next building up, Coloss.
Da sind so Pedals, siehst du das? Die Pedals besteuern das Platt hier, genau. Schön, dass du da bist. Sehr gerne. Wie gesagt, du kannst uns zum Angebot 400 besonders viel erzählen. Erklärt jetzt, was machst du bei uns?
Aber alles eng dann wieder.
Now that was quite the farm show display, I must say so myself. Now let's head over to another building.
dici a Burento la lascia di tutto basta. Ritter Kümbel.
And after spending the whole day at the show, I circled back to the Deutz Fahr booth where I am going to end it for the day. I kind of did get to see everything real fast. I was a lot of walking, and you probably really need a good 2 days if you're going to see everything at this show. For 2023, this show ran from November 12th through the 18th, and this show is every 2 years in Hanover, Germany. The next show will be in 2025, and those dates are November 9th through the 15th. Of course, over the years, I've worked and been to a lot of trade shows, but I will say of all the trade shows I've been to, as far as the attention to detail, the displays, all the special effects and everything, this show is definitely top of the line. I've heard about this show for many years. I'm told this is the world's largest indoor farm and agricultural trade show, and after being here, I have to believe it probably is. And I went to Agritechnica's website, which has all the information you ever want about it. But according to their website, this show has 2,813 exhibitors from 53 different countries, and 473,687 people have visited this show from 149 different countries. And coming up on May 22nd through the 24th, there is going to be an Agritechnica Asia in Bangkok, Thailand. The show is wrapping up for the day, so I'm just going to hang out here at the Deutz Fahr booth, look at a couple more tractors. The bus is to pull up here and pick us up, and then we're going to start working our way to an airport for tomorrow and fly back to the USA. This tractor here is exactly the same as the Deutz other than the labeling and the color. I have no desire to have a Lamborghini car, but I would sure love to have one of these tractors. And it was pretty cool to come to a farm show in Europe and actually run into people that recognized me from YouTube over here in Europe. So here's a couple pictures. And right after we left the show, we went into downtown Hanover, got another fine German dinner. Then we loaded up on the bus. We're driving back to Berlin, where we're going to fly home from the next day. So we flew out of Berlin, went to Paris, France, jumped on a plane in Paris, and then off to Atlanta from there. Once we got on the plane in Paris, it was a short 9.5-hour ride to Atlanta, or 4,482 miles. And that's going to do it for this video. If you did like this video, feel free to go down there and hit that like button. Leave a comment. If you're new to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you go down there and hit that subscribe button. And you can also follow me along on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Farmhand Mike. As always, thank you for watching and supporting my social media.